Hello, learners. Welcome back to the space where learning means time optimization. As we continue our exploration into the world of human psychology, the focus today shines on the theories of personality. The big question we aim to tackle is, what shapes our personality? Genetics, environment, experiences, or perhaps a mix of these? By the end of this lesson, you'll be well versed in the major theories of personality developed throughout history. To start, let's understand what personality is. Personality encompasses the consistent patterns of thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that distinguish one individual from another. It's a blend of innate tendencies and life experiences. Central to the construct of personality are two main components: temperament and character. Temperament is primarily an emotional construct, deeply rooted in genetics or hereditary factors. It sets the tone for how we instinctively respond to the world around us. Character, on the other hand, is cultivated over time and is shaped by an individual's experiences, values, and beliefs. It represents each person's unique interpretation of reality. With that foundation laid, let's delve into the multifaceted world of personality theories. 1. Psychodynamic theory of personality. Rooted in the works of Sigmund Freud in the early 1900s, this theory focuses on the subconscious interplay between the ID, ego, and superego. ID, the most primitive part of our personality, driven by the pleasure principle. It seeks immediate gratification, devoid of logic or morality. Think of a child's raw desire. Ego, often termed as the mediator, the ego, working under the reality principle, aims to balance the impulsive demands of the ID and the moralistic constraints of the superego. It's the practical part of us, making decisions based on reality. Superego. Picture a moral compass. The superego, influenced by societal norms, strives for moral perfection. It rewards and punishes, creating feelings of pride or guilt. Freud's lens on the mind was revolutionary, yet controversial. Many view the ID, ego, and superego as overly simplistic, but there's no denying that it's the bedrock of many modern psychological theories. It makes you think, doesn't it? A fascinating aspect of Freud's theory is his view on dreams as gateways to our subconscious desires and conflicts, coining dreams as the royal road to the unconscious. 2. Phenomenological theory of personality. The phenomenological theory of personality emphasizes subjective experience and individuals' perceptions of the world. Phenomenology is concerned with the essence of conscious experience. In the context of personality, it means understanding an individual's behavior from their point of view. As psychological theories evolved over the years, the mid-20th century saw a significant shift towards a humanistic perspective on personality. Pioneers like Carl Rogers and Gordon W. Allport played instrumental roles in this change. Rogers, in particular, emphasized the inherent agency individuals possess in shaping their personalities in line with positive objectives. He was a firm believer in the inherent goodness of humans, suggesting that there's an innate drive towards self-actualization. Allport, echoing a similar sentiment, spotlighted the unique perception each individual has of reality. He emphasized that our personalities are more about the now, the immediate context, rather than the shadows of our past. While the phenomenological theory is empowering, emphasizing the present and forward momentum, it might be seen as overlooking the strings attached to our past. The resonance of past experiences in our present actions is undeniable, and balancing the two perspectives could be the real challenge. 3. Trait theory of personality. The trait theory stands out for its analytical approach. Blossoming in prominence during the 1940s and 1950s, the theory owes much of its foundation to Raymond Cattell. He proposed that our personalities aren't vague or amorphous. Instead, they are made up of specific, definable traits. Through his meticulous research, Cattell introduced a list of 16 primary personality factors, providing a comprehensive framework to decode human behavior. A noteworthy method Cattell championed was factor analysis. This statistical technique became instrumental in identifying distinct personality traits and subsequently influenced the creation of various personality assessment tools. Elaborating on traits, the theory classifies them in distinct ways: common versus unique traits, surface versus deep traits, constitutional versus environmental traits, dynamic, ability, and temperament traits. The allure of the trait theory lies in its precision. But while this clarity is commendable, it also begs the question: does it oversimplify the complex tapestry of human personality? But then again, there's a certain charm in clarity when navigating the maze of human behavior. 4. Cognitive theory of personality. The cognitive theory of personality asserts that individual differences in personality and behavior emerge from differing cognitive processes, which include perceptions, thoughts, and information processing patterns. Central to this theory is the belief that people's interpretations of events, rather than the events themselves, determine their reactions and emotions. Early inklings of the cognitive approach to understanding personality can be traced back to ancient philosophers such as the Greek Stoic, Epictetus, who postulated that rational judgment underpins every emotion, whether it leads to joy or distress. Fast forward to the 20th century, William James, a renowned psychologist and philosopher, built on this foundation. He asserted that any psychological theory is incomplete if it doesn't account for the influence of thought on action. For James, attention and its focus played a pivotal role in behavior determination. The principles underpinning cognitive personality theories laid the groundwork for cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. This therapeutic approach hinges on the idea that by changing maladaptive thought patterns, one can affect change in feelings and behaviors. It's a testament to how deeply our cognitive processes influence our overall well-being. 5. Integrative or biopsychosocial model of personality. Emerging prominently in the late 20th century, this model takes on a holistic stance, portraying personality as an amalgamation of biological, psychological, and social elements. In the 1980s, Paul T. Costa and Robert R. McCrae introduced a significant dimension of the integrative theory, identifying 5 cardinal dimensions that delineate our personalities. These are commonly referred to by the acronym OCEAN, O for openness to experience. Individuals with high openness tend to be more receptive to new ideas, cultures, and experiences. C for conscientiousness. People who score high on conscientiousness are often meticulous, responsible, and dependable. E for extroversion. Extroverts are typically outgoing and thrive in social situations. A for agreeableness. Agreeable individuals are often cooperative and value harmonious relationships. N for neuroticism or emotional stability. This trait captures aspects like anxiety, hostility, mood fluctuations, self-consciousness, impulsivity, and vulnerability. As we stepped into an era of interdisciplinary studies, the biopsychosocial model provided a fresh breath, blending various personality theories. Some might see its wide embrace as a generalist approach, but in our interconnected world, a panoramic view often unveils richer insights. 6. Biological theory of personality. Originating prominently in the late 20th century alongside leaps in genetics and neuroscience, the biological theory underscores the genetic and neurological underpinnings of personality. This perspective seeks to unravel the intricate dance between our DNA, brain processes, and personality traits. Noteworthy contributors include Hans Eysenck and Jeffrey Alan Gray, who championed the idea that our personalities are deeply rooted in our genetic blueprint. The biological perspective reminds us of the nature versus nurture interplay. While our genes might set the stage, it's the interplay with the environment that crafts the final act. The seeds of biological perspectives can be traced back to Charles Darwin's evolutionary theories. While Darwin's focus lay in physical traits aiding survival and reproduction, the undercurrents suggest evolution also selects advantageous psychological traits. Conclusion: we've journeyed through the evolution of personality theories, particularly spotlighting significant milestones from the 19th century. These diverse frameworks provide a rich understanding of our human essence. Thank you for joining us on this educational journey through the universe of the theories of personality. If you found value and enrichment in this content, go ahead and like and subscribe so you don't miss future educational episodes and we can keep making these videos. Please, leave a comment or any questions you may have related to the topic in the comments section below. I would love to hear from you and engage in enlightening discussions. Until our next meeting, see you very soon.